Hi everybody, welcome to the Knitting Turnpike. Welcome to the Knitting Turnpike. My name is Gina Pike. I'm so happy that you're here today with me. Today we're going to be doing a What Are You Knitting video. We're on to What Are You Knitting, episode number 29. It also can be What Are You Crocheting, because we're a community here that supports both knitting and crocheting. So in these videos I share what I've been currently working on. I also have some of you guys who have sent me pictures of projects that you are working on, and I will share those here. And then I ask you guys to share down in the comments below what you're currently working on, or what you might be planning on working on, or just anything that you might be doing related to fiber arts and knitting and crocheting. So today I have 2 works in progress. I almost had a finished project, but I am not quite done with it. I'm like this close, but I thought I'd go ahead and share it. You guys, if you've been watching my lives, I've been sharing both of these projects in my live shows that I've been doing on Thursdays. I did not get a chance to do my live show this past Thursday, but I will be doing it this next week. So maybe this will be finished by then, but I'm talking about the Radian Yoke top. This is my first knitted top project. I got yarn attached. Hold on, let me switch it over here. This is what I have so far. It needs to be blocked, and I've got ends everywhere. But it's got a knitted lace yoke at the top. It's got a little bit of a split V-neck. And then at the bottom, it's got split seam bottom like this. This pattern is by Wendy Bernard, and this was featured in the Knit Scene magazine of summer 2011. That's a magazine put on by Interweave Knits. And they also have an Interweave Crochet. But like I said, I've been working on this and showing it here and there, but I've gotten this all finished. I think the last time I showed you guys, I was underneath the underarms and working on the body, but I finished the bottom, and I need to block it, and it doesn't look even, but it is. I just am holding it in a weird way. You can see the lace yoke, and you can see the sleeve I did last night. I finished the sleeve. The sleeve is interesting because it has a split part in it that matches the bottom, the split seam on the bottom, and it has the same type of lace around the edge. Now this is what I'm currently working on. This is the second sleeve. As you can see, I've got it on DPNs. So I'm currently working on the second sleeve, and I only have probably 7 or 8 more rows, and I will be finished, and then I can block this and hopefully wear it on my next video. I'm excited. Like I said, I've been wanting to do this top for 10 years when I first saw it in a magazine. So let me carefully set this to the side so I don't drop any stitches. TPNs are so fiddly like that. Okay. The yarn I've been using for that project is Classic Elite Firefly yarn, which is a linen viscose blend yarn that was recommended for the top. And I think that's why I was originally attracted to it, because I do live in a warmer climate, and that's kind of a really nice yarn. This is what it looks like. This is kind of a nicer yarn to use for warmer climates. It's 75% viscose, 25% linen. And this color is color 7719, Padua or something like that. It's just a light pale pink. Really pretty. All right. The next thing I am working on, the other whip, is I've started Waltz of the Dragonflies shawl. This is pattern. It looks like that. This pattern is by Alla Borisova, who's a Russian designer. This pattern is not like any other pattern I've done, and this is why I encourage you guys to try new designers. I have kind of gotten into a rut of doing the same designers like Romy Hill and Bev of Boo Knits. Nothing wrong with that. I love their patterns, but every once in a while it is good to step outside the box and try somebody new. This is a charted pattern, only charts, and she's Russian and she writes them a little bit differently than what I've ever seen. So I'm learning something new with my charted lace. This is what I have. So let me show you what I'm doing here. I'm using wool Effie yarn. I'll show you the label. It's this yarn, wool Effie. It's this yarn base, 200 grams, 800 meters, 80% merino, 20% polyamide, and it's in the colorway Antarctica. This is what the skein looks like. It's got the blue and the gray and the white, and I started with the white. So I'm in a white part of the shawl, and this is where I've gotten so far. I'm in chart 2, almost finished with chart 2, and this is what it's looking like. Anyway, that's that. Very lacy, right up my alley. I love it. On the wrong side rows, this pattern's not easy. It's, like I said, it's fully charted, and on the wrong side rows, you have to think about, you have to be able to read your knitting, because what you're doing on the wrong side rows, you are looking at your stitches. If you see a knit, you knit it. If you see a purl, you purl it. If you have yarn overs, you purl it. And if there are different stitches, you have to look at the legend and figure out what to do. So it's a little bit of, on the wrong side rows, it's not like easy lace. When on easy lace knitting, on the wrong side rows, all you do is purl them to get back to the right side rows. This pattern's a lot different than that. And you start to see the pattern starting to change right in here. It's starting to get these wings in here, these cables, and I really, really am enjoying it, learning something new. So that's what else I'm working on. The other thing I'm currently working on, I said I had 2, I have 3. I forgot. I'm working on the Simpson TurnPike Knit Along. This is the Ashton Charlotte. The pattern is by D. O'Keefe. Linda Simpson of Linda Simpson's Crochet Nook and I are working on a collaboration knit along. This is a lace shawlette. You can make it in multiple sizes and use different types of yarn from lace to worsted weight. That is my first one. This is my first Ashton Charlotte, made in the size that the pattern recommends. And then I'm currently doing this again as we're doing the collaboration. We just finished today chart 2 of the live discussion. We do a tutorial, and then a few days later we have a live discussion. We will be doing chart 2A soon on Linda Simpson's channel. She will be doing the tutorial and we'll hosting the live. I'll be doing chart 3. But we're to chart 2A. I've just finished chart 2A. So this is my shawl. I did 7 repeats of chart 2. And I think Linda did the same thing. And this is how big it's getting. You can kind of see how big this is already getting. This is the center stitch. So it's triangular. And you can see I can't fit it on my needles all the way. It still has to be bunched up. The yarn I'm using is a Diana dye yarn. This is in her bamboo base, and this is called Smurf Dust. And as you can see, I'm using Miyake beads, size 6/0, and I think this is a dark blue iris bead that I've gotten. You can see my lifeline in there, and you can see how the lace is going. You can see the drape, and that's what mine's looking like. So please check that out if you're interested in learning how to knit a lace shawl. We walk you through how to do the charts. We give you the text if you are not completely comfortable with just knitting from a chart. We do provide the pattern in text. In the text pattern, we show you where we are placing beads on the shawl, because you can knit it without beads or you can knit it with beads. But we do show you where we're going to place beads. And we are answering questions as we go along. I'm trying to encourage you guys. We have a good group of people already knitting it. If you would like to join us, it's not too late. Go ahead and get started. This is going to be running until November the 20th. So there's still plenty of time to join us, and we will be picking prizes. I'll pick a winner, and Linda will pick a winner. So there'll be 2 winners of a prize to be determined. So thank you for letting me share all of that with you guys. That's what I'm going to be sharing with you guys today from my whips and stash and things I'm working on. Now, today I have 7 of you guys who sent me projects to share here, which blows my mind. I'm so excited to get into these. This is my favorite part of doing these type of videos, is sharing the projects you guys have sent. So let's get started. Today, the first project I'm going to share is from Angela Dew. She has sent us projects before. The last What Are You Knitting had a project of hers. She started a test knit for a sweater. I have a little bit more on that progress. Here is her progress so far. She also shared some socks that she's making for her hubby. The socks are in a Patton's Croy FX on Haya flyers, which that blows my mind. I've been thinking about Haya flyers for socks, and I ordered some. I'm going to try that out. She also want to mention Angela Dew is Angelic Pearl on Ravelry if you want to check out more of her designs. She also shares with us a scrappy shawl. The shawl is made with scraps of Encore worsted, and she is using a US 8 knitting needle to make it, and it's beautiful. I love the shade of the colors that you're putting together. Really pretty. Thank you, Angela, for sharing all these beautiful projects with us. The next person to share with us today is Anvita Sinhu, and Anvita's from India, and she's a shawl lace knitter. And today she's sharing with us a scarf. This is called the Rang scarf, and she knitted this scarf. So beautiful. Look at all this lace. I mean, Anvita, you are talented. It says she is knitting this in 100% viscose. The pattern is by Nidal Kansal, and I'll put the name in below because I'm sure I probably butchered the pronunciation of that. But it's a beautiful, beautiful scarf and a beautiful color of purple. So thank you for sharing that with us. The next person to share with us is Doris Pinto. Doris is from Israel, and Doris is sharing, she shared last time, she's been making a lot of socks and hats for her family. I've got more socks to share here today from Dorit. Also, I have this, she's making sweaters. I have this beautiful crochet sweater that she crocheted, and she gives some close-ups. She crocheted the buttons, and she also did this special stitch on the sleeve. It's just beautiful. Thank you for sharing that with us, and I just love it. I love grays. Looks like a really comfy sweater that you made. She's got another sweater here. I can't remember. She told me the designer. I can't remember this, but I really love the colors in this sweater. It's really pretty. And she also shares with us this beautiful green sweater that she made for her daughter. The green is an Elise Diva Silky Effects yarn. She used 10 skeins to make this sweater. She did say it shrunk a little bit after she started making it. The cables kind of drew it in. This yarn is 100% microfiber acrylic, and it looks so good on your daughter. You are so talented. All these projects, thank you, Dorit, for sharing with us today. I just love your knitting, and I love your crochet. I love your crochet hats. They're so cute and adorable, and everything you've sent is beautiful. You're very talented. Oh, she did tell me she learned how to knit from her mother, who did not know how to crochet, and she learned how to crochet from her grandmother, who did not know how to knit. So both of them taught her how to do both, and she's been doing it most of her life, which is awesome. The next person to share with us is Patti Golden. Patti is a excellent knitter. I think she's doing the Ashton Charlotte with us right now, but she has so many beautiful projects in Ravelry. And today I want to highlight her Zero Velum Vest that she just finished. It's beautiful. I mean, this is perfect for for fall, coming up fall weather and winter. This pattern is by Janica York Carter, and I just love the yarn that she picked for this. This yarn is a Malabrigo sock yarn in Carnival, and that is some beautiful, beautiful stitching. The way you blended all of that just looks amazing, and that's going to be such a stunning addition to your wardrobe. Thank you for sharing that with us, Patti. I love that very, very much. I know that took a lot of time because it's fingering weight yarn. It's beautiful. The next person to share with us is our own and lovely Priscilla Brooks of Distinctive Crochet. And she is sharing with us her Rami Hill shawl. She started knitting the Rami Hill shawl, the Mystery Knit Along for 2021 with me. The shawl is by Rami Hill, called A Meadow in Bloom. If you're interested in finding the pattern, she is showing a Clue 2 close up and getting into the lace portions of that shawl. She's using a Miss Babs yarn. It's yummy two-ply yarn, fingering weight, beautiful pink yarn, and I know that her other color is a lighter pink, I think in Daylily. So gorgeous. It's so pretty. She's doing so well. It's kind of a first step into lace knitting, and I think you're doing so great. But Priscilla is an amazing crocheter, does all these wearables. She's a great knitter too. She's an amazing knitter. So please go check out her channel if you do not have her channel, and you'll learn how to make all these wonderful makes that she makes. She comes up with all these wonderful patterns and designs, and it just really kind of meant the world to me that she would even, knit Rami Hill with me and let me share it here. So thank you, Priscilla, for doing that. It's beautiful progress so far. Just very happy for you, and thank you again. The next person to share with us is Lisa Mahin of Dragon Bee Crochet. Lisa has shared with us before, and today she is sharing with us her Lunar Crossing shawl. She has done the shawl. This shawl is so pretty. This is a crochet shawl. This yarn is called Red Heart Unforgettable yarn. We all know Red Heart Unforgettable. That is such a beautiful, soft acrylic yarn. But look at these colors. This must have been like a special Christmas colorway, or maybe it was two different ones she put together. I'm not sure, but this is so beautiful, and this is perfect for Christmas, isn't it? It is beautiful. I wish I had this shawl. It's gorgeous. Lisa did an amazing job, and thank you for letting us share it and see it. It's just stunning. The next person to share with us here today is Verna Bradshaw, and she has a special helper in her pictures here today. She has her little shadow, who is Miss Chloe, her little four-legged baby there with her. So cute. Verna is modeling and looking gorgeous, I must say, in a top that she made. This top is called the Sherry Tea, and this is from a book called Build Your Skills, 16 Crochet Tops, and that's written by Selena Baca. And she used Shawl in a Ball in the colorway Mindful Mauve, and it's a case, and I think it was case-sized. And she said that the front and back are interchangeable. So she gives us a picture of the front and a picture of the back. And yeah, they look like you could do it that way. And it looks so good on you, Verna. You're so pretty. And it just perfect fit. Love your hat. You look great for summer. So thank you for sharing that with us. It's so pretty. And you're a great crocheter. Let's see. Did I miss anybody? I think that's it for everybody who shared with me. I want to mention one little quick thing coming up for you guys. If you guys are interested, October is going to be very, very busy. Very busy. There's a lot going on YouTube, on Ravelry. You guys know that I love Beverly of Boo Knits. She does a mystery shawl knit along. You guys know I've made many of her shawls. I've made Gothic Angel, I've made Passionista, I've made Hope Remains. I did the mystery knit along for Halloween last year, which was Shadow Dancer. I did the one before that, which was Morning Star. I've done so many of her shawls, and they're all usually top-down lacy shawls. This year she's doing a top-down lacy crescent-shaped shawl with beads, and this is called Lilith. If you're interested in participating with us, it's going to be starting October the 1st. She is an amazing designer. She has on her patterns, she has charts, and she has the text, so you can do either. If you're not comfortable with charts, the text is there for you to do. She shows you exactly where to place the beads. She reminds you when you need to change your needles. She gives you all the little details, so you really just have to read and follow along and don't have to remember things that she tells you at the very beginning. She tells you as you go along. My yarn is right there. See that orangey yarn right there on the top? On that second shelf on the left, right there. Oh, my finger. I'm trying to point in the camera. Right there. My yarn is an orangey yarn, totally outside my comfort zone. It's got a little bit of brown in it. It's called Bloody Pumpkin. Weird name, but it's made by Dye for Yarn, and that was the yarn recommended for this shawl, and I just had some in my stash, which was amazing. They're out of Germany. And then I had some beads in there that are these root beer. I think they're called root beer, but they're kind of brownish. And then when the light hits them, they have an orange sheen. So I thought that'd be perfect with that yarn. So that's what I'm going to be using. Again, it starts October the 1st. It'll go through, I think, October the 22nd. Now, on her mystery knit-alongs, a lot of mystery knit-alongs, you get a clue every week. She's a lot faster paced. You get a clue every 3 days. For her. So there's like, I think October the 1st, October the 4th, October the 7th or 8th, October the 11th. You get a clue. So it's very fast paced. I'm going to try to show all of the clues here on my channel, like in an update. So if you want to knit along with me, that'd be great. I would love for that. That's why I'm mentioning it to you. Again, that starts October the 1st. So you can have a little bit of heads up to get your yarn and get going, get your beads if you want to add beads to it. And, buy the pattern. I think the pattern is a little bit of a discount before the knit along starts. So just want to mention that. And now you guys know the routine. It's time for you to share with us what you guys are currently working on, what you're currently knitting. Are you working on Christmas projects? Are you working on mystery knit alongs? Are you working on something for yourself? Are you working on something for someone else? Or maybe you're not working on anything, but if you aren't, what are your plans to start working on something? Thank you again for watching this video. It's been fun going through all of these. If you are new here, I talk about knitting and crochet and yarn and all kinds of fiber related things. We would love to have you join us and share with us and let us get to know you a little bit better. For those of you who are my subscribers, thank you so much for watching, supporting me in this knitting journey on YouTube. I love having each and every one of you here, and you're the reason why I do it. So thank you so much. Hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful day. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you all very, very soon. All right, bye-bye.